Hello everybody, how are you doing? I hope you are doing great because today I'm bringing you extremely important news. And as you may remember, the previous video ended with some intrigue surrounding Edwin. It ended just at the moment I was taking him to the vet. Hello Edwin, how are you doing? Are you ready for the vet check? I'm afraid someone is not so excited with the vet visit. Where he had something tremendously important to do. Let's start. As many of you know, Edwin is a dog that has been living in a shelter for more than 4 years. A doggy for whom we made a beautiful video a few weeks ago on this channel, which you can see by clicking for here if you are new in the channel, and that he had the great luck that a perfect family for him contacted us telling us that they wanted to adopt him, that they had fallen in love with him and that they wanted to give him the life he deserved. As for Edwin, for us it was great news because it was the first video we made for a doggy to find him family. And we barely have any followers yet. And the fact of having found such a special family to this very special dog in such a short time, it really moved us a lot. It was feel like a great achievement, but not everything was going to be so nice and so easy. Well, the adopted family, let's say that they don't exactly live in our neighborhood, not even in Costa Rica. The family is living in Texas, in the United States. So then we had to face a quite complicated challenge, and that was to raise the necessary funds to send Edwin to his family, which after contacting some international pet transport company, the final amount was the considerable sum of $1,400. We made another video to raise the necessary funds, and many of you helped us a lot. We quickly reached the amount of $600, and adding the $300 that Rebecca and I planned to contribute, we already had more than half of what we needed. We were only at $500 away from our goal. Although it is true that the rate of donations was slowing down and the fear of not reaching the total amount was beginning to be noticed, but it was at that precise moment when something unbelievable happened. I really still can't believe it. Pay attention to this. It happened just a few days ago. I was walking down the street, I had to do some paperwork that morning, and the phone sounds. I look at it, and it was a PayPal notification. As I say, and since we started fundraising for Edwin, from time to time some contribution arrives. $10, $20, $50, which each one that arrives we get closer and closer to our goal of being able to send Edwin home. Well, I open the app, and the number that I see is... it is crazy. I better show it to you. I hope you are seated because... ready? Boom! This is the notification that I come across while walking under the tropical Costa Rican sun on the way to I already forget where. I mean, it even blew my eyes when I saw that number. $528.82. One of our patrons, Miss Stella Morris to be exact, which the day before she had asked me how we were doing with the donations for Edwin's trip, and that I told her exactly what I have explained to you before, that we were at $900. She did the math and transferred all the money that we needed, the money which was missing in order to make Edwin's new lives a reality. And if you are wondering why such a specific amount, it is because when you are going to make a donation on PayPal, it gives you the option to add into your donation the sum corresponding to the commission that the platform applies for the transaction, in this case $28.82. However, the smile still hasn't appeared on my face, because as I say, and it's literal, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. So I turned around, left the paperwork for another time, and went home quickly to be able to check the transaction with the computer on the PayPal website to see everything correctly. And in that, we had the money in our PayPal account. But as I say, this was something too crazy, so I contacted Miss Morris to check that everything was okay, And very kindly she said, and these were her words, yes, it was real. She told me that she doesn't want Edwin to have to wait any longer at the shelter and that she can't wait for us to send him to his house as soon as possible. And then, that's when a smile that didn't fit on my face began to be drowned. We finally had the money to send Edwin to his home with his family. Terry and Clay, did you hear that? Now yes, it's a matter of weeks before Edwin gets home finally, so go prepare his bed for him, go tell the rest of the pack, because in a few weeks, this handsome man will land in Texas to start enjoying the rest of his life with all of you, and I can't be happier. I want to thank you hugely to all of you who have helped us financially to make this possible, both those who support us monthly on PayPal, Patreon or Ko-Fi, as well as those who encourage you to make a punctual contribution for Edwin. Thanks to you, we were able to achieve this that seemed so impossible, which was to raise $1,400 and also being such a small channel on YouTube. And well, especially thank you mega enormously to our dearest Stella Morris, who in addition to supporting us monthly on Patreon, made the mega effort to help us with the total amount that we were needing to make this possible. Really, million thanks, Stella. You definitely reduced the waiting time for Edwin a lot. Now, you will understand why I took him the other day to the vet to bring him up to date with his vaccinations and make sure he has everything in order to be able to fly, because he needs to have at least 30 days before the trip the rabies vaccine. So yes, that was what we were doing the other day with Edwin. As I say, nothing serious, but extremely important to do. Really guys, I'm very happy. I'm very excited. We did it. This is just one more proof that together we are going to achieve many beautiful things. Because as I explained at the time, sending Edwin to his family, in addition to providing the animal with the life it deserves so much, after suffering abuse and then spend more than 4 years in a shelter, in addition to that, we are going to save another life, because the space that Edwin lives free in the shelter will now be occupied by another doggy whose life we will save, taking it off the street. So really, thank you. I would like to ask you to please consider joining us if you like what we do, so that we can continue taking doggies out of shelters, so we can continue taking dogs off the streets, and definitely saving more lives. With a small monthly donation, you can change the lives of many doggies that need our help, your help, because at the end of the day, people like you and me are the only thing they have. So please enter the links that I leave below, both in the description of the video as well in the pinned comment. Choose which platform you like the most, Patreon, PayPal or Ko-Fi, and help us to help these special beings which they need us so much. It is also very helpful for us if you hit the like button, leave your comments, share the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. We need to make this beautiful community grow, because the more we are, the easier it will be to find the family that these adorable doggies deserve so much. With nothing more to add, I say goodbye, not before thank you all again for making this possible, for allowing Edwin to finally begin the life he deserves so much. Have a huge hug and see you very soon. I already anticipate that more good and beautiful news are coming.